right, so for this first rowing, what I want you to do is similar to what you did at the end of module 1 where I just had you rowing. We're just gonna row. Again, paying attention to how it feels, trying to put the different components together from the drills that we talked about in the one before this. And I just want you to row, see how it feels. If you're pausing, there's no big deal. I'm gonna row for about 3 minutes. I want you to do for 3 to 5 minutes, depending on how you're feeling. When you're done with that, I want you to stop. Check in with yourself. How are you feeling? Are you having aches and pains? Do you need to do some stretching, some twisting? Do you need to do anything? Get off the machine and walk a little bit. If you do, go up and do it. If you feel comfortable, I want you to do that another 2 or 3 times so you get about 10, 15, 20 minutes of rowing in. Again, depending on if you're rowing 3 minutes or 5 minutes, go with what's comfortable for you. For the machine, literally any machine, just either start rowing or click your on or rowing to start rowing. So go ahead and get everything where you want it. And then we're just going to start rowing. So turn your machine on, and then you can just start going. So we're going to row for 3 minutes. I'm going to review the components a little bit with you, and then we're just going to row. Don't worry too much about the numbers. Just have fun with it. If you pay attention to anything, I want you to pay attention to S/M, the strokes per minute. Our goal is to really gain control of that. So a lot of the videos we're going to be doing going forward, especially at the beginning here, are going to be getting control over that number. So gaining control of that number comes from the recovery. So the part where we're going from back here to forward. So the slower you can go with that, the longer you're going to be able to row in the long run. So we're just going to go ahead and start. And remember, we're going to push with our legs, bring our core back and brings our arms in, arms out, hips, legs. Legs, hips, arms, arms, hips, legs. And then that's it. We're just going to row here for 3 minutes. So I'll give you a little tips as we go, but I also want this to be doable on your own so you can get your own pace and start to get control, which is why I'm only doing 1 3-minute one, is I want you to kind of feel how it feels as you go faster and as you get slower. So you can see I naturally go pretty slow, and that's because I'm breathing. One, I'm talking, so it makes it a little bit harder, but I can control that and go slow. So gain control of that rather than full on sprinting all the time is what makes that difference between basically like a sprint, like 100, 200 meters, versus let me row a marathon kind of thing. 1/3 of the way there. If you can start to add power as you feel comfortable. So I'm going to add a little bit of power in here. And something else I haven't talked about too much is the connection between your shoulders and the machine. So if you let the handle like pull your arms away and you feel more rounded at the shoulders, you don't have that connection to your core as much. So if we kind of set our shoulders, I'll show you at the end of this video, if we set our shoulders, we get more connection by certain muscles like our lats, and we get that connection between our arms and our body a little bit more intense, which makes it easier to get power. We're gonna go for 1 more minute. So I'll add some power in here. You can see how I'm adding power, but nothing else is speeding up. Everything is still slow, and I just went from 250, 234 to 232, 228, and I can go down, but everything's staying the same here. But I'm getting power through my legs on that push during the drive. And I can go even more, but talking and doing this is kind of hard. And I'm out of shape, so. All right, so we're gonna do about 3 more strokes. And that's 3 minutes. So go for 3, go for 5, do what's comfortable for you. As you're doing it, so I just want to show you that shoulder connection really quick. So if I have my arms like this and I'm letting it pull, the handle pull me away, I get more rounded, right? Now, if that's the case, I'm putting more pressure on my shoulder, my arm, my joint. We don't want to do that. So what we can do is kind of bring our shoulders kind of back, and that preloads the muscles behind the shoulder, so the shoulder blade, to kind of make that connection. You might feel it through kind of all this area, and that's okay. You're bringing those shoulders back, and then that's as far as I go forward. When I'm forward, I still have that connection here. I'm not jutting my shoulder forward. So that's something to think about that helps you make the connection between you and the machine. Hope you liked it. The next workout is going to be about 10 minutes, and I'm going to go through it with you, and we're going to play with the different components. But for now, just feel free to do a few more sets, 3 to 5 minutes, see how it feels, and just row.